Hi everyone. I am back for your daily check-in, your daily read, and holy crap, I hope this one gets exported and uploaded quicker than yesterday's. Yesterday's took like 8 hours, you guys. It was insane. You just have to not get frustrated, right? You just have to not get frustrated and you just keep going. That's all you can do. So we'll see what happens today. As I was starting to film this, I saw two things and it clicked because I had a conversation with my friend Nicole earlier today, and she said something about the Colosseum, and we were talking just about the Colosseum in general and gladiating, right? Being in the arena, right? Who's brave enough to stand in the arena? And you know, I saw a commercial, I think it was for like an investment firm, but the slogan was like rethink the possibilities, or rethink what's possible. But it's gladiator. So, you know, there is a battle and Caesar is there, you know, doing that, you know, how he would decide. He would stick his hand out and he would, you know, yay, they live or they don't. And you could see him filtering, but then everyone pulls out their phone and like they start looking at their phone. And then his advisor, it's probably Brutus. Sorry. Anyways, because we talked about Judas Iscariot too. Oh, that's so funny. Brutus comes and like, you know, like rings his phone and like puts it in front of him, and it said something like, well, social sentiment, like, and it showed it like being on like a social media live, and it's getting all these like hearts and whatever. And he's like tilting, and then he goes like this. Social sentiment is changing, collective, in your favor. Like, rethink the possibility at this point. And it also pairs with this question of like, was it worth it? I just have this feeling like that somebody is, or there's lots of somebodies that are either being interrogated and saying, was it worth it? You know, or they're actually waking up a little bit, which that's what we hope for. But it's a sense of revelation, and like I told you, like we are now in that new, you know, that new timeline. We crossed that shimmering threshold, right? So some of you may still have one foot in the old world and one in the new, right? Or you're making that jump now. For those of you that this doesn't resonate with, I'm so, you know, this is hope. This is showing you what can come when you do the work, okay? You have to understand. Every reading is not for everybody at the time they see it. So if you are able to discern, this is easier to understand. So take it how it resonates. If it doesn't fit, you don't force it to fit. You know, you're not an ugly stepsister trying to try on a slipper, right? You're not. If it's not for you at this moment, it doesn't mean it's not for you, period. It means it's just not right at this moment. That's discernment. So again, it's 1:44 on my timer, or on the clock. It's like 33, which interesting because those are on my numbers. I have 33 and then obviously 44 and 144, you know. But this is hope for those that like are like, I'm nowhere near any of those. Nothing that this has happened to me. Well, then that's okay. You're just not there yet. It's okay. Just keep going, okay? You don't have to watch the whole video. If you can't, you know, just detach from it, just watch it for informational purposes, then, you know, it's back off the tarot for a little bit. But it's just this huge question of, was it worth it? Because I said back in a couple of videos ago about, it's like they told so many different lies in so many different circles to so many different people. Like at this point, they can't keep up with all the lies that they did tell. And we just had Thanksgiving, and this is generally when, you know, people get together, people you haven't seen for a while, friends, you know, get together, or you go to a party, or you run into somebody. And I do feel like that's this tower, right? For us, it's just revelation, but for them, it is not. Like this is an overhaul, a table flip, a chessboard flipping over for them, because if you've told different stories to different people, but then they come into contact, you know collective is going to be the topic of discussion, because why not? That's what we are. things aren't going to add up, but certain things are. And that's not going to be such a great thing for those who, you know, were jealous of us or tried to keep our lights dim, or, you know, whatever it is. Take it how it resonates. You know your story best. So our job at this point, we don't care about that. We have to just let this shedding happen. We have to just enjoy this exodus. This isn't chaos. This is exodus. This is the release. We are moving through this field, right? Old patterns, old fears, old emotional reflexes, triggers. These are dissolving. I mean, almost like that in a flash. So you will probably have waves of emotion, maybe some tears. Then you'll have really bright clarity. Okay? It's clumsiness, huge, because that's your nervous system. Okay? When you get clumsy and it just means there's so much energy, like that's how it dissipates. So let this awkwardness, let the slips, let the drops, let the heat, let these sudden emotional, like not outbursts, but like emotional, like paragraphs of your day happen. Let them come. It's reset energy. It's never punishment. It's not a setback. It's not a delay. It's a prep. You're being prepped. It's preparation. So energetically, this is what's happening. Your nervous system is recalibrating because now you have to understand you're not in fight or flight. You're not in survival mode. You're not, you know, racing against the clock. You're not the workhorse. And so in doing so, yes, your body will regulate. So you will feel weird things. You'll pee a lot, yada, yada, yada. Be tired, be not. Why are tired? Happy, sad, mad, glad, all at the same time. But that's also emotional debris that's clearing. Your timeline is realigning. It's syncing itself up. I talked about that in yesterday's video. So when you see patterns, 11, or like 11, 22, 33, 44, that's timeline synchronization, okay? It's alignment. Your intuition, it was already chef's kiss, but now it's elevated. It's really going to be on point. It's elevating, it's rising. You will notice hope. Calm, grounded hope. A sense of hope is coming back. A sense of like something is coming. Whereas for a while it was like you just had none because you weren't getting results. You weren't seeing anything. But because you really had this massive breakthrough, this you're never going to go back breakthrough, right? This I'm done energy, there's going to be a sense of hope that comes in and fills that, right? Because hope is love, hope is light, hope is peace. In like hermetically, if you wanted to look at this, it is the law of polarity. Everything has an opposite, right? So the pendulum swings forward, it swings back. It swings forward, it swings back, right? So the heavy pull, the fear, the survival, the pressure, that just weight, that's done. So now we're rising with this opposite pull. Clarity, relief, opportunities coming in alignment. It's not luck. It's not magic. It's not, you know, evil spells in return to senders, okay? At this level, when we talk energetically, okay? This is not luck, it's law. All those methods that they use to manipulate the law, that's a different story. I'm talking law. Because I don't feed delusion, okay? I don't. That's not the channel for you. This isn't the fucking channel for you. I don't feed delusion. I don't discount that shit doesn't happen. I guarantee you there's divination abusers. I guarantee you that some people are still going and getting readings on you and fabricating stories and saying you're doing magic and that, but you know, in reality they probably were. But I don't say that, but like right now I'm talking on an energetic level, like we're past that, right? We recognize it, we don't let it own us, we don't let it take over, and we move forward. Because all they want is for us to still act out of pocket, because these revelations, right? So the tower's for them. So it'd be like a reversed tower card for us, collective. It's judgment, but people don't understand how judgment operates. It's not like, okay, well sometimes maybe it is. It's not like a thunderbolt or a lightning bolt that comes out of the sky. Judgment begins morally. It begins in you, the person, finally being seen for your moral code, your morality, And right now, those that are experiencing this don't really have a north compass. Their compass is not north when it comes to morality. That's the summoning. Like, that's what they're being judged by their own moral code, and it's not great. You, collective, though, are being vindicated, right? Just let God do his thing. Let the universe take care of it. It's above your pay grade, right? Like, just fucking let it happen. So things you might feel, because of energetic things. So these are like signs and symbols. Okay, you might feel heat on the left side of your body. That's your emotional truth surfacing. Because everything that kept you out of a mode of receptivity is going away. Especially if it comes from the back and it goes this way, it's being pushed out. And that's ancestral behind you. Your ancestors are doing this. So oppositely, you may feel chills. That's okay. Waves of heat, chills, temperature fluctuations, objects slipping or falling. That's the shifting in energy. Don't freak out. Anything that deals with 2, 5s, or 7s. So repeating 2s, repeating 5s, repeating 7s. You might be dreaming. You might see doorways. You might see doors, thresholds, or water, emotions, thresholds, shifting, moving on, okay? You might see names or initials, like repeating, and it might just start to kind of, like, you didn't notice it, but you notice it, and then you'll see like the same 2 initials again, and then you'll see them again, you'll be like, wait, that's weird. I saw like a C and an F together 3 times. Like, those are weird letters, you know? So you might be seeing that. You might notice your animals staring at you. Maybe they've calmed down a little bit. They're not as playful, like they're just chilling, because the energy's changed. You're more grounded. Even though you may feel whacked out, your energy overall, your vibration level is grounded. I don't have like a sense of like, it's just over. Like, you know it's over. It's like closure without closure, a sense of ending. You just know. Prophetic feeling songs that you have known and heard for a long time, but all of a sudden you start to actually feel the song. You know, like, you know the song and you probably have sung to it, or, you know, it's made you feel one way or another emotionally, but now when you hear it, it hits different because you're hearing it from where you've healed, if that makes any sense. Like a prime example, like Before You Go by Louis Capaldi. The reason that song will hit so hard right now is because he is singing from a wounded heart. He is singing from that heart chakra. That's what you healed. So your heart chakra is feeling that. It's not a mental thing. It's a frequency thing. So that would be one song. The other, A Star Is Born, is huge. And I'm not looking at that as, a celebrity finds you and yada, yada, yada. That's not what I'm talking about. There's 2 songs in particular from that song. So like, at the end, the one she did right with him, but then she's able to sing, like I'll Never Love Again, and Shallow. I'll Never Love Again, that is your character story. That's what you're healing. Because truth be told, what you've experienced in your life was not love. You gave love, you just didn't get love back. But that's what you're healing. Because you now know what love is, because you love yourself, because you've done the work. You have balanced masculine, feminine. You dated yourself. You've become the soulmate, right? I hope this is making sense. Some of you are still working on that, I'm sure, because obviously this is not a blanket statement, but we're in the process of doing such, because the cards wouldn't come out the way that they were coming out if this wasn't accurate. The other one was Shallow. And Shallow is an awakening on both parts of the scale, feminine and masculine, as is I Will Never Love Again. But it's the story arc, because Shallow is, you're not surface level. You won't tolerate surface level. So, collective, there's nothing for you to fear. These are all signs or markers of us collectively crossing into this higher frequency. So don't brace yourself for bad news. Don't contract. Don't shrink your light. Do not shrink your light. Do not dim down your light. Do not. You have come too fucking far. You have come too far. this is where you open up and you fucking shine. No matter who gets upset about it. Okay? You have to just relax and allow. If you force it, it's not going to work out right. You don't ever force anything. And you've learned that. So put that into practice. Make that applicable in your life. Allow, flow. Your only job at this point in time is to let it flow. Let your body and your energy update. Let shit flow out. Let shit flow in. Be accepted. That's all you got to do. Be accepting. Because this timeline we're in is so much kinder, so much more abundant, so much more prosperous in all ways, shapes, and forms. It's not going to be delayed anymore. Period. Allow yourself to fully step into it. Like, you can trust this. Like, you've already trust falled with the universe enough, right? Like, that's what I'm hearing. They're saying, like, I don't know why they're like so afraid. Like, why do they fear us? Why do they fear us? This is the best portal that they have ever walked through, and yet here they are still scared. Allow, okay? Like, where I'm at, we're still in the middle of this fucking snowstorm, and it's a shit show. It's like heavy, wet snow, right? But it's beautiful, and it's peaceful. Oh my God, it's so quiet. There are no cars. I mean, small amounts of cars, right? Trash trucks, like, my trash didn't come today. I like bring my trash back in. That was fun. But like, it's quiet. It's resetting. It's tranquil. It's peaceful. Remember, you do not react to the world anymore. The world reacts to you. So you've done, like, the heavy lifting is over, collective. Your job, what did I say, is to allow this. Allow yourself to step into it. Play with it. Have fun with it. And the funny thing is, there's lots of funny things, but I kind of just pulled a couple cards here just to see if I was thinking right. And I got values, self-compassion, behavioral experiment, fortune telling, confidence, strength, self-assertion, and reappraisal. And it is exactly what we have left. We woke up. We entered into I don't know where I'm going, but it's got to be better than where I'm at energy. And that's what catapulted you almost directly in from like a 5 of Cups to the Queen of Cups. And then shit just kept going. You are moving so fast through healing and releasing and accepting and moving on and timeline shifting. Like, you're going so fast. The outside world had to do something. So that's what's going on. Your external reality is literally changing by the second to catch up to you. Let it. Okay? Let it. You're not being stopped, delayed, turned around, detoured, stuck from anything anymore. You're being prepared to literally be the new light, okay? So allow this, because everything, it's like a reappraisal, right? You found your confidence, you found your strength, you found your voice, you found your truth. Obviously, that's not wish fulfillment for some people. Oh well, sorry, not sorry. That's the energy. Sorry, not sorry, okay? You don't have to do anything. So many things are happening. Unseen forces at play. Unseen forces are overseeing this. Allow this. Okay. So you just keep loving on yourself. Give yourself grace, because my Lanta, have you guys had an ambitious climb? My Lanta, you guys have their balance and then problem solving. See? Boundaries. It's almost like, as this low vibrational toxic plague, okay, is coming under judgment for its own moral hypocrisy, the projections are insane, because they're still trying to make you act out of pocket, because they don't understand the concept of pure intent, healthy boundaries that are made out of nothing but love for self and peace protection. They don't understand it because they could never. That's why it's so important for you guys to really, really rest, okay? Rest. Watch what you are feeding yourself, nutritionally, mentally, visually, okay? Like, honestly, like, you don't need another reading. You don't need another card, okay? Things aren't changing. So stop watching everybody, you know? Plus, also, there's so many different kind of readers. There's so many good ones, but then there's so many that are just keeping you trapped in loops. Like, I do hate to break it to you, but there's no fucking velvet boardroom. There's no mahogany boardroom with billionaires sitting around with your picture and name trying to come in and save you. Because what does that teach you? If you are here but still want somebody to come in and save you, then you have a lot more work to fucking do. And when people read those and they say those things, it really feeds a not healthy delusion. I think I'm going to do a false prophecy reading roast and roast the types of readers that are out there, because I have a list of like 50. Because every time I turn on TikTok, what do I see? Oh, a famous celebrity is going to come in. You know, there are a few though. I'll have to look at their names because I should give them a shout out, because they actually look and read the energy. See? A sense of purpose. Sense of purpose and strength. Yeah, somebody is watching you, but they see this in you and they want to work with you on that. Not coming in to save you. They are attracted to the vibrational level and they are a match. Okay? You have to be grounded in this. So some of you may need to back off, you know, and some of you are like, I really hope this is going to happen this time, or da-da-da-da-da-da. Like, you guys, this is a shift the world hasn't seen. I just look at the planets. Look at what the fucking cosmos are doing. It's like they're drunk. Or they just sobered up, one or two of the other. Saturn just went direct yesterday. That's fucking hellfire and brimstone for people, especially those that were hurting. This collective who's in the fucking North Node. Of course, there's going to be earthquakes and aftershocks. Again, that is why you are supposed to be sitting back, resting, and allowing shit to just flow. This isn't the main part of your story right now. This is their balancing out. This is their lesson. None of them are going to like it. But then you have readers out here that probably are in that. Watch some of these readers just fucking disappear. You know, or go back and look at their readings. They're all the same. They're all the fucking same. They're an unfinished fucking product. They're fakes. Those who actually come on and they talk about the energy, the healing, why good things are coming in for you, that's who you want to watch. They're usually the ones that, you know, don't have 20 billion subscribers. Like me. They have small channels because nobody wants this kind of truth. That's why I don't go live on TikTok, because I'm tired of that. I'm not going to feed that. I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear. And also, I'm not free. I'm expensive. But I know my worth, and I know what I give you, and I know what I give you will work. Period. So be very selective about what type of information you give yourself and what you allow to form beliefs or form things, right? Because really what you need, you already have. You don't need a reading. You don't need tarot. Like, if you're here, you know. So, sorry for that little rant. But really, no, I'm not here to feed the delusion, so. You are the star too. I think I said that yesterday. If there is a celebrity or or there is somebody who does want to come in, you're the star, right? And that's the energy you need to walk in. You walk in like you own the room, period. You change energy. You don't match it anymore. You don't meet it. You dictate it. Okay. Let's get some cards. What's the overall energy for this beautiful, what is today? Saturday what? 29th. Is it the 29th? I think it's the 29th. Again, new beginning. Cannot make it up. New beginnings, huh? What's the obstacle? Mental conflict. Projections. What did I say? Judgment fucking sucks, especially when you're on the wrong side of it. So what are they trying to do to you? Get you in your fucking head, make you act out of pocket to prove their fucking point. It's not gonna work. You've already crossed that shimmering threshold. Oh, people these days. This landed on top of conflict. So yeah, see, I'm telling you, these are tyrants. These are abusive people. Nine of Wands in the reverse. That would be the next card that would come out. They're fucking monsters. They're minotaurs. It's Judgment Day. It's the Watchers being put in their fucking place, having to watch their children, the Nephilim, kill themselves. Excuse me, I probably shouldn't say it that way. Battle to the death. The Call of fucking Zium. Gladiator. They're in turmoil because social sentiment flipped. They don't look so good now. So what are they going to do? Fucking project on you. Why? Because they don't know any better. Like heaven for fucking bid. 4 fucking cups. Heaven for fucking bid. Heaven forbid. They actually look up. God for fucking nation. They actually look up to fucking heal and maybe ask for forgiveness. But no, they're stuck. 6 cups. These are people from your fucking past. Bye. What's the advice? I just saw on football here, referee like saying, what is it, holding, or I don't know. Like somebody was like holding. They can't hold you back. There ain't any amount of root work they can do to fuck this up for you. Look at all these confirmations. Enjoy your new life. Because it cannot be broken down by toxic shit. Okay? This existence for you, collective, they could never be in. Black and white. Power, prosperity begins, light, material, spiritual harvest. This is your fucking outcome. Look at you. Prosperity. What is that, 19? The sun. That's the 6 of Pentacles. Justice is here. I speak the fucking truth. I sure the fuck do. And look at that, your heart. Oh my God, can I not? This is everything I just said. Your heart chakra's opening. You've healed it. And you now have so much more awareness. And you are in your new beginning. And nothing is gonna mess it up. Keep speaking your truth. Don't shut up. Don't dim. Don't do anything. Do I need to pull any more cards, collective? That was Empress energy. And then trapped in fear. Of course they are. They're going into the ring. They're going into that Colosseum to fight their own Minotaur with nothing. No support, no help, no skills, and they don't know how to fight because they're weak. They're weak. Is Taylor Swift have a song? What is it? The saddest person she ever met, or like the saddest man? That's this. The only weapon they had is gone because they met you. And their disrespect didn't work. Now it's not going to work on anyone because you were the wrong one, collective. The level of disrespect, the level of betrayal, Iscariot, Brutus. Overall energy here. Yep, look at you. You did the work. Chop wood. That's a 42. That's a 6, right? That's a 6. That's balance. Obstacle. Oh, look at that. You don't have an obstacle anymore. What's your obstacle? You fucking lay down. Just kidding. Fucking look at that piece. Allow yourself to enjoy this piece. I'm shaking because I'm fucking freezing, because like a dumbass, all I did was wear my sparkly hunter boots outside with like, I have like workout shorts on and then a fleece. I neglected the fact that the snow drifts a little bit. I guess what side of my driveway would that be? The east side of my driveway. It's 212 on my timer, or on the clock. Blockbuster bargains. Blockbuster. What's the advice for the collective? I am really cold, actually. I'm glad my nose isn't running. Can you just relax? The fates, milk and honey. That's your advice. Literally just let things flow to you. Let this energy update, let it sink in, right? Because you're regenerating. You healed everything. Shit, you healed things that your ancestral line didn't even realize needed healed. You really did like outshoot your coverage, or outkick your coverage. That's a football thing, I think. Out kicking your coverage. Like shooting hoops that are like, or shooting sky high hoops or something, like you, I don't know. Those are so, I don't know. If you know, you know. Whatever you did, you raised the bar. You did more than was expected. Not only did you do more than you were expected, you did it faster, and I mean flying colors, period. That's what I mean, I keep, like, your spirit team, your protection, your ancestors are just, I feel heat. Oh my gosh, I feel heat. They're just so proud. It's like tears. I see tears, but it's like they're in awe of you. You are a celebrity. They're like, why don't they see it? That's this rest period. You need to see this. Outcome. They're just, you have become who you always knew you were. Mm-hmm. You are no longer unfinished symphonying. There is nothing left to do. Nothing left to do, collective. Serendipity. Like yesterday's reading. And there's Imagine, okay? Are you fucking kidding me? You're the soulmate. Anything's possible. Now, let it come in. Yesterday's reading, the hero shift, collective. I mean, that isn't something that is said lightly, you know? It's not. You have done something that has never been done. You are a celebrity. Your name means power in all realms. You have protection in all realms. It's just beautiful. Restructuring. I didn't even look over here. Changing one's perspective on a situation. I told you. Social sentiment. Look at the external world outside. Like right now, it's a freaking blizzard. Allow. 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 Just chop wood. Justice. Justice. 10 of Wands. What did I say? What was wrong is being righted. Why? Because you put the weight down. Also, a test of endurance. They never thought. This is the one plot line. This is the one course of action they didn't even think about. You actually making it through the gauntlet that they kept throwing at you. The Ace of Swords. I can't make it up. I'm speaking the fucking truth. What's peace? Like you took everything and healed your bloodline, and then they cursed theirs multiple times. It doesn't bode well for them. That's all I keep hearing. Like, doesn't peace. It's over. The struggle, the pain, the hardest part, the worst is over, collective. These wounds are becoming nothing but a memory, and if even at that, it doesn't affect you anymore. The betrayal, the loss, the failures, the collapse, the defeat, you've already had that. It's their turn. You are in peace. Milk and honey, the fates. Whatever you, like I said, it's over. The worst is over here. You are now free to walk around the cabin. You are free to venture around the cabin. What was done in the dark is being illuminated. Your path is now lit. There's no fear here anymore. And you know it. I also feel like this is like something that, you know, the Page of Wands, this is that spark. That's that first little burst of energy that you get. It doesn't, you know, it doesn't have to be a physical message. It can be a download. It can just be a interest in something that you look up and you start doing, okay? It's good news. It points you in the right direction. It gives you hope. And that's what propels this. And no matter where you are in your journey, at night or the day, because you're the fucking light, you're good. It's no longer faith or fear over faith. It's faith over fear. You walk in faith, not by sight. Okay? You see through the illusions. You don't really care anymore if there's mystery. You might be, you know what? Your dreams are probably going to come back online. They might end up being a little bit more vivid, okay? Showing you things, like teaching you things, you're upgrading in your sleep kind of energy. But it's not out of fear. It's not out of anxiety because you didn't do anything shady. That's all being exposed here. And you're just moving on past it. You don't give a fuck. Because you saw me fucking shuffle. There's the Queen of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and the Strength card. You're fucking stunning. This is generational shifting. You have restructured. You have, restructured your whole generational line back to the beginning. Again, like I said, you've done more than you could even imagine. And that's why they're just why are they afraid? Why? The fates, yeah. What's the fates here? Anything else? The land of milk and honey is literally the land of ease. The land of ease, letting things come to you. You've done the work, collective. Remember yesterday, I'm like, you ran the length of the field. You have been underestimated your whole fucking life. Now they're gonna fucking see that was the wrong choice. Let it. So we have the Tower. It landed like this. See, I'm telling you. The revelation. We are not chaos. It's revealing. Positive for us. Best case scenario. Worst case scenario for them. It's about time. As in Saturn went direct too. Because see? When you learn what battles are yours to fight and what aren't, and what battles are not yours to fight, shit cleans itself up real fucking quick. Unfinished Symphony. That was in the reverse, but that makes sense. They're like, we know. I cannot. This landed, Page of Cups landed on top of Milk and Honey, the Fates. Okay? Creative opportunities. We got 2 pages here. This is the student, right? This is the, I just think they're like fucking kids. I always think they're like middle schoolers, which, Knights are like juniors or seniors in high school, maybe freshmen in college. Knights are like, you just got your first car, right? And you're just like off and running. That's what I feel like. But the pages here, the pages are like really smart toddlers or middle schoolers who are like a zoo exhibit. They're just curious and they're running off in all different directions, and it doesn't matter what the fuck you say to them, they're going to test it out and try it. That's what they're wanting you to do. They want you to test it out. They want you to try it. So your intuitive downloads are going to sharpen. You're going to have more interesting thoughts, downloads that kind of put a puzzle together for you. Happy surprises, exciting times. This is that new chapter, a whole new book, chapter 1. You took the pen, you're writing it, okay? And because you did that, the Knight of Wands here, that's the right action. You took the course of action, because look here, you're moving up the line. You had the energetic, you had the download or whatever it was, and you followed it. It's bringing things in. You have to understand you're healed now, so you're attracting things that are healed. You're not attracting fixer-uppers. You're attracting like equality, reciprocity, okay? And it's wish fulfillment. We have the Page of Cups, and then we go to the 9 of Cups. Are you kidding? Talk about serendipity. Like, you're the King of Wands. We had the Page of Wands, the Knight of Wands to the King of Wands. You are the badass. This is taking ownership of everything. I mean, you're a leader. You're a visionary. It could be like you're starting a business, right? You know where you're going and what you want to do, what you'll tolerate, what you won't, who you'll allow in and who you will not. You are smart enough to overcome challenges and to use what you have to do it. It's beautiful. The 4 of Wands. The 1111 card. Celebration, joy, harmony. Okay? Community. Social sentiment is now in your favor, collective. Period. Social sentiment is now in your favor. Let's see if I can get any more. Like, you are not interested in anything surface level. Bores the fuck out of you. You want your equality. You want equality. You want your match, right? Whether it's work, whether it's friendship, it's love, it's family. You want your equal. Somebody that's going to stand with you, not stand over you. Keep it clean, collective. The fuck is this? Winter, oh God, now we have what the fuck? Now another winter thing. Now they're extending the winter weather thing. Oh well, whatever, I'll take it. King of Cups. Like I said, no one can mess with you. That is one healed, emotionally, mentally balanced person. Maybe that's what you're attracting. Ace of fucking Cups. The Queen of fucking Cups. I'm not going to pull any more cards. Collective, you could be both here because you did receive the Ace of Cups and you did have complete renewal, refresh, spiritual love for yourself, for life, for the world. And because you did that, that's bringing in something that is equally as beautiful, okay? whatever this is, it's emotionally freaking powerful. And here's justice again. So we have confirmation. Like, that's 2 cards for justice. The Hermit. You know yourself 100%. You don't go searching for other shit. You search yourself for the answers, and you worry about yourself. Yeah. See, and because you did that, Judgment. I cannot make it up. Judgment. What is this? The Ten of Swords. Judgment, Ten of Swords. Because, unlike some people, you turn inward and heal. The Sun, Judgment, Ten of Swords. The worst is over. What was given is now being returned, or is what was given is now being retracted. Because those who thought they won and lived their lives like they thought they won by trampling all over your life, they're going to have to return what was fucking taken. Payments due, bitch, and there's no payment plan. It's your time. The Sun. The Hanged Man, the Four of Pentacles, the Three of Cups. Yeah, it's your fucking time. There's been a perspective change. They see the truth. They see somebody's real behavior, how they did try to control you. But in doing so, it brings in something absolutely beautiful for you. Celebration, friendship, camaraderie, stability. It's also you taking a step back, reprioritizing, restructuring, and trusting your team. Because they were always here. But the minute you listened, you took that Four of Pentacles, you moved forward with an open heart, you turned it into a Seven of Pentacles, which is your death and your rebirth. And that's why slow and steady wins the race. You love yourself. You became the soulmate that you needed. You became the love you needed. You loved yourself. You healed yourself from ground zero, basically. From rock bottom, maybe below rock bottom. You fucking did it. You healed. This Six of Swords was not easy to come by. Eight of Cups? Fuck no, it wasn't. That's a lot of fucking pain. The Five of Pentacles. You threw yourself out into the cold, which is fine. Because you would rather be out in the cold versus being abused like you were, in whichever way, shape, or form it was. Wherever I'm at, it's gotta be better than this. I can't stay here. You walked away. That was a hard choice, the Two of Swords. It was sad, Five of Cups. But boy, are you glad you did, because that's how you found out who you were. Because the Three of Pentacles, yeah, that's collaboration. That's, somebody seeing your mastery, but it's also you, the Most High, and your spirit team coming together. And the world with the Chariot. So what if it's just you? It's never just you. You always have your protection. You have your team, you have your angels, your ancestors, and you have the Most High. Remember, he's your sugar daddy anyways, and he's going to make sure you're set up. So, Eight of Swords, the Nine of Swords. Trust, the Magician. You are the Queen of Wands. The Eight of Swords to the Nine of Swords, get out of your fucking head, okay? You did that. You know who you are, and now you're running forward. Queen of Wands. It's beautiful. Let it. You're already where you need to be. You don't need to do anything else, collective. Rest. Okay? Be aware of what you're feeding yourself. Just let the waves come and go emotionally. Let, the klutziness come and go. It will. Everything is shaking itself out. And on that note, I love y'all so much. Enjoy the weather wherever you are. If you're in a snowy storm like we are, enjoy the peace, the tranquility, the reset. And look at how the world helps you out now. I love you guys. Until we meet again, bye for now.